Russia's strategic rocket forces have sent RS-24 Yars road-mobile intercontinental ballistic missile launchers onto combat patrol routes across Siberia, according to Russian state media and the Defense Ministry. The exercise, confirmed on December 17, 2025, is part of a planned training cycle and comes despite Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine. On the surface, the drill appears routine, but the capabilities being rehearsed reveal how seriously Moscow continues to prioritize nuclear survivability and second strike readiness. According to official statements, the training involved night maneuvers, rapid relocation between field positions, the dispersal of missile battalions, and the use of Aileron fixed-wing drones to monitor movement corridors and secure deployment areas. These are not symbolic activities. For a road-mobile ICBM unit, survival depends on remaining difficult to detect and even harder to track. That requires constant movement, strict concealment discipline, rapid transitions from garrison to remote launch areas, and layered security against drones, reconnaissance teams, and sabotage threats. The use of Aileron-type mini UAVs is particularly notable. Western military references describe these systems as short-range reconnaissance drones, and in this role they act as an organic early warning layer. They allow crews to scan ahead for ambush points, monitor suspicious activity along patrol routes, and reduce the risk of being followed by persistent surveillance assets. In modern conflict environments where drones dominate the battlefield, protecting strategic nuclear forces from detection is increasingly complex. The RS-24 Yars itself is a solid-fuel, three-stage intercontinental ballistic missile designed for both silo-based and road-mobile deployment. Open-source assessments describe a missile approximately 22.5 meters long, with a launch weight close to 50 tons and an estimated maximum range of around 10,500 kilometers. The payload is believed to consist of multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles supported by penetration aids intended to defeat missile defenses. Individual warhead yields are commonly assessed in the 150 to 200 kiloton range, though exact configurations remain classified. Equally important is the launcher. The mobile Yars system is typically mounted on the MAZ or MZKT 79221 8-axle all-wheel drive transporter erector launcher. This platform is built for strategic mobility, off-road access, and operation across vast road networks rather than reliance on fixed silos. The missile's solid fuel design enables rapid reaction and lowers the logistical burden compared to older liquid-fueled systems, allowing units to deploy quickly and unpredictably. Siberia is not a random choice. Geography is a strategic asset. Vast distances, dense forests, extreme weather, and a lower concentration of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance targets compared to Western Russia all complicate adversary tracking and strike planning. Multiple mobile Yars divisions are permanently tied to Eastern Russia, making Siberia a core operating environment, rather than a symbolic backdrop. Keeping these units active reinforces a second strike posture that is physically separated from the Ukraine theater and anchored deep within Russian territory. This matters because the war in Ukraine has shaped a misleading perception for some Western audiences. While Russia has committed significant conventional manpower and equipment to the front, its nuclear forces operate within a separate readiness ecosystem with dedicated funding, training cycles, and strategic missions. Western analysts have consistently noted that Russian nuclear modernization has continued at a steady pace and that Moscow may view nuclear forces as increasingly important as conventional capabilities are stressed. In comparison to Western equivalents, Yars highlights a key asymmetry. NATO does not field a road-mobile intercontinental ballistic missile. The United States relies on silo-based Minuteman III missiles protected by hardened facilities and robust command and control, and has deliberately removed multiple warheads under arms control agreements. At sea, the closest equivalent in effect is the Trident II D5, which combines longer range, heavier payload, and submarine-based survivability with extreme accuracy. Russia's advantage with Yars lies in land mobility. The West's advantage lies in stealthy ballistic missile submarines and deeply institutionalized deterrent infrastructure. This deployment should not be read as evidence of imminent escalation. Instead, it is a reminder that Russia continues to run a parallel strategic effort focused on training, dispersal, and signaling with forces designed to shape NATO risk calculations. The Siberian patrols are less about Ukraine and more about the wider strategic map, preserving a survivable nuclear retaliatory capability, complicating surveillance and targeting, and demonstrating that even during wartime, Moscow continues to prioritize forces meant for the highest level of deterrence.